So, very welcome to African Safari Group, and this is going to be a little intro to African Safari Group and where it all started. So, how did it all start? Our history, mission, vision will follow, and African Safari Group, or ASG, was founded in January 2016 by Rian Achenbach, who you see on the left. He's our CEO and head of marketing, and Dominic Melemans, who is our COO and head of special projects, there on the right-hand side. They started out in Rian's single garage in a makeshift office with a cat called George. And for the first 6 months, they worked tirelessly building a website, getting the marketing campaign for the company ready, and finally started selling safaris themselves at first before employing permanent staff. They were actually together before they started ASG at a very large safari company that became absolutely fantastic over the years that Rian and Dom both worked there, and they helped make miracles in terms of sales. Rian started there as the guy that was doing the SEO for them and their online marketing campaign. And within 3 months, basically their income doubled. Within 6 months, it quadrupled. And so it carried on. And Rian and Dom found a great friendship between each other. And somehow, at some stage, they decided that if one leaves the company, the other one will also leave. So eventually they left the company, and knowing exactly what they to do to make good money, they decided to do exactly the same thing over and duplicate what they've already done. And so started ASG. And just before COVID in 2020, we were 96 sales consultants, and we were second in the world for five-star safari reviews and safari companies in the world. So our vision, where we want to be in the future, is basically to become the most impactful and highly reviewed safari company in Africa. Currently, it is a bit challenging. We are number 4 on the list, and we know that we were number 2, so we're climbing up that ladder all the way back. But how are we going to do this? We want 20 of the most competent and passionate consultants who write a minimum of R1 million in sales every month, giving clients the best service they've ever experienced and making them clients for life. And lastly, receiving raving reviews and referrals from every single client. Our mission and what we want to do right now is deliver happiness. That has always been the slogan of ASG. We deliver happiness to the luxury traveler who desires a once-in-a-lifetime African safari experience uniquely tailored to their exact needs and budget. Offering world-leading customer service, expert advice, and impeccable attention to detail. We suggest unforgettable, bespoke safari travel experiences to Africa, showcasing our untamed wildlife, breathtaking beauty, and our country's diverse cultures. And we do this with a team that is passionate about travel, about people, and service, and driven by excellence. We're completely committed to exceeding client expectations in every possible way. Our core values and what we call our guiding principles of behavior is first of all to deliver wow through service. Number 2 is to embrace and drive change. Nothing that stays the same for too long can be great. Create fun and little weirdness. We appreciate the little bit of difference that there is between everybody, and we can laugh at each other and have a lot of fun together. We want you to be adventurous, creative, and open-minded. Pursue growth and learning. There's always something to learn, there's always a way to grow. Build open and honest relationships with communication. And at ASG, we've always said clarity is kindness. Build a positive team spirit and never engage in derogatory conversations. You know, most of our management team has been in sales themselves. From Shimmy, who's our sales coach, to Stewart, who's our sales manager, to myself, who is the trainer in the company, and I still do sales. We understand what you're dealing with. We understand your problems. We understand the challenges and the frustrations that you have. So please don't talk to other guys in your team. They might be on such a high and feeling great, making good money, and then you come with a story because you're not feeling great. Talk to your manager. I promise you that one of them will understand exactly what you mean and they will try and assist you and put their arms around you. We want to do more with less. We want to be passionate and determined. Passion and determination for me personally means how hard will I go after that client that I'm struggling to get hold of? How many times will I call? How many times will I try and WhatsApp? How many times will I send an email? How passionate am I? How determined am I to get that sale closed? What will I do if they tell me booking.com is cheaper or they're busy with another agent? Am I passionate enough? Am I determined enough to close the sale? And lastly, be humble and teachable. From the top to the bottom at ASG, even Rian and Dom, two of the most humble and teachable people that I've personally seen. We don't have the philosophy that other companies have at ASG, where the bosses says and whatever they say, that's what goes and nothing else works. In fact, we learn so much from each other, and you can always know that the two of them both have open doors. The same with our management team. We are humble, we are teachable, and we love to teach. We want everybody to be on the same page. And ASG is an amazing company if you can look at these 10 things and you can make them your own. So I want to welcome you at ASG. It's great to have you as part of our induction training team. There's a lot of work. It's hard work. There's a lot to learn, but I'm support for you, and there's lots of other support as well. We do look forward to experiencing your willingness to learn, your passion, your positive attitude. There's a reason that you're sitting in our training today. There were many, many, many people that applied for the same position. The fact that Stu and the other guys in HR saw something in you, to me, as your trainer says, that you can make this if you're willing to put the work in. Lastly, you'll discover at ASG that every person counts, and we count on every person. Welcome, enjoy the ride, please ask questions. There's no silly questions. There's only silly people that try to look clever and then don't know how to do the work in the end anyways. So enjoy and welcome. I look forward to working with you over the next few weeks.